Hey guys, it's Lisette here. I gotta say, I feel like with this ponytail and with this shirt, I literally feel like a Disney princess right now. And I'm loving it. When I filmed my last Girl Talk video, a lot of you guys were asking a lot of hygiene related questions, a lot of questions related to keeping downstairs smelling fresh. And so I thought I might as well make a whole video on that and give you guys my tips on how to smell fresh downstairs and just kind of in general. If you like videos like this, then please make sure to give me a thumbs up just so I know, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let's get started. Like I've said in my original hygiene video, I just want to clarify one thing before we get started. The cookie is not gonna smell like cookies. It's not. Naturally, everybody kind of has like their own smell, and it shouldn't be anything that's like repulsive or like nasty smelling. It's just like a natural scent. And there's not really anything that you can do about your scent because that's your scent. But there are little tips and tricks that I like to do and things that you can do just to overall make you smell a little bit more fresh. Something that's really important is just understanding your body and understanding what the odor is from and where it's coming from. There's a lot of sweat and oil glands down there. So if you've ever noticed, if you're sweating and that area gets sweaty or it kind of smells a little bit extra funky because you're sweaty, that's because there's sweat glands down there. So naturally, if things are not being kept clean down there, then you're gonna have a smell. You also wanna make sure that you're changing out of sweaty and wet clothes like as soon as you're able to. You don't wanna just sit in the sweat for too long because that can just hold bacteria. A lot of people say to not use a soap inside, and yes, I agree. Do not use a soap inside, but use soap. Don't go like inside the body with the soap, but you really do want to use soap because this is an area of your body that you want to clean. But with the soap, you want it to be fragrance free and you want it to be for sensitive skin. You don't want to be putting anything that's like coconut and shea butter, vanilla and all that up there because that can just irritate you. And for the actual inside, it's a really good idea to use a washcloth. So a washcloth is just going to clean the area without actually like using soap. You can just use warm water and use a washcloth, clean the inside, because you don't need to be using soap inside, but you do want to clean it. So this next tip I'm gonna give you guys is probably my all-time favorite tip. I have discovered this pH Balance deodorizing rose water spray. This is the Spritzer by Queen V. This is literally, I'm trying to see the ingredients. It only has a few ingredients in it, and you want to basically just spray it a few inches from down below, and this literally smells like roses. You could also make your own rose water at home and go like the whole natural route, but this is a product that's specifically designed for downstairs. I wouldn't apply this right after shaving because I've done that before and it kind of burns. But other than that, it's been good. And this has definitely saved me a few times because it just makes you feel fresh and clean. And you literally just spray like a few sprays down there on the skin, around the area, and it instantly deodorizes and it stays smelling fresh for like a few hours. I think a big thing with odor can be body hair if you're not taking care of the hair down there and keeping it like clean. This facial razor has been on my channel forever because I use it for so many things. I have literally like multiple different razors, the same ones. And so this is one that I specifically use for downstairs because sometimes you just need to get in the cracks, in the crevices. So I've gotten questions on how do you shave downstairs. Yes, I use a razor, but I use this as well. You just kind of do a squat in the mirror and you just kind of look over. You do what you gotta do because it's easy and it's not sharp and it gets all the hair, so it's gotta breathe down there. It needs air. It needs to be able to breathe. Here's a pair of underwear that I just recently got. Yes, they're lace, but on the inside they have a cotton strip. Cotton is really important because it's breathable and allows everything to breathe down there, allows airflow down there. Certain materials literally will stay wet and they won't easily dry. And so cotton is a material that will easily dry. You don't want to be wearing underwear that's hard for the area to actually dry and get air. Sometimes you just need to wear like granny panties and just wear something loose and just comfortable. Like the thongs are cute, the lace is cute, but sometimes it's like you really just need something to just chill in and just be comfortable. It's always a good idea to bring an extra pair with you wherever you're going, just so that in case in case, if you need it, you have that option, because that's the worst thing. If you need a pair of underwear and you don't have that, it's good sometimes just to be able to have that as an option so you can change if you need to. Probiotics. So these are the ones that I've been taking. They're from Hum Nutrition, and so it's called Private Party. I've used like quite a few probiotics and I kind of just switch it up. This specific bottle has cranberry extract because this is good for vaginal and urinary tract health. So like, you know, cranberries are good for like inside. You take this and it's supposed to just help regulate everything, and it can help like prevent UTIs and things like that if you're taking it regularly. And it just helps to like balance out the natural yeast and bacterias down there. Don't suffocate it. Don't just keep it clamped up. Like, things need to get air. If that means going to sleep without underwear or super loose underwear or maybe super loose pants, when it comes to sex, you want to make sure that you're peeing before and after sex, but especially after sex. Definitely pee after sex. Something that I always make sure that I keep in my purse are some wipes. I feel like a lot of people hate on Summer's Eve, and I get it, but at the same time, everybody's different. And personally for me, these wipes, it's like literally I ran out, so I would show you, but it's literally just like little cloths, little packets that basically just help you freshen up the area. Yes, it has fragrance, so you don't want to be going like inside, but it's pH balanced and it's removing that odor causing bacteria, so that overall within the day it's kind of like a pick-me-up and you just instantly smell fresh. Like, I literally swear by those. I'm telling you, it just instantly makes such a big difference. I just love feeling clean and fresh, and especially if you're like in a public bathroom and it's like they're out of toilet paper, like you got your wipes, you're good to go. So a trick that I like to do is actually taking like a lotion, and so this one is from Vaseline. It's not a lotion, but it's a body oil, and so I really like this. I recently got it, and this makes your skin so freaking soft and just glowy. So you want to use this on your body, and then on top you put your perfume. It's gonna stay on the skin way longer putting something on top like a lotion or like an oil and then putting the perfume on, because it has something to hold on to. And so you can put this like around your belly button area, on your stomach, behind your ears, on your neck, also on your wrists, and kind of like maybe near your underarms, just to stay fresh all over. But this is one of my favorite perfumes. It's from Fresh and it's called Rose Morning, and it literally smells exactly like roses. Another trick that can really be helpful is using a natural deodorant on the thighs. You don't need to be putting the deodorant anywhere near the V. It doesn't need to be going in the V. It doesn't need to be going near the V, but just kind of like on the outside of the legs. This can also help with some of the sweating. If you realize that you have like a lot of sweat down there, using a natural deodorant just can help with that whole area, keeping it dry. A deodorant that I really like, this isn't a natural one, but this is a deodorant that really helps with sweating, and it's called Certain Dry. It works really good to help control sweat, but be cautious with anything. You don't want to like clog your pores or clog any of the follicles down there, because that can cause like ingrowns and cause like bumps. Before sex, it's a really good idea just to kind of like sneak into the bathroom and do a little cleanup, use a wipe, and just clean everything to make sure everything's fresh and just brand new and smelling good. My next tip for you guys, which seems kind of like common sense, but make sure that you're changing your tampon and your pads regularly. Just because it can be in there for like up to 8 hours doesn't mean that you want to leave it in there for up to 8 hours, because that can cause a smell. So just be cautious of that and be aware that, you know, on your period you may be a little bit more sensitive with the smells, I guess, and you want to make sure that things are being kept fresh. Water. Drink water. I recently have significantly, and I mean significantly, decreased the amount of soda that I consume. I haven't completely given up soda. I'm gonna have a Coke every now and again, but I have noticed that my skin and just like my overall body, and I even feel like my body odor has been affected since I actually stopped drinking it as much. Water is just overall good for so many things. It's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's good for your health, your body, and of course it's gonna be good for downstairs. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you're drinking a lot of water, the color of your pee is actually lighter. So if you're drinking like a lot of heavy, dark liquids, you may notice that your pee is actually darker and it might be a little bit funky. Drinking water just helps flush your system. It helps flush your body of bacteria, of toxins. It just helps to clean you from the inside out. And with this, you also want to incorporate more fruits into your diet. I know people talk about it and they're like, oh, is it gonna make you taste good or whatever? But it's like natural sugars in general are gonna do good things for your body. And since fruits are good for you and it's just good for you in general, it can help overall make you sweeter. You also wanna eat healthy foods in general with drinking water. If you're gonna be healthy inside, you're gonna be healthy down there too. Eating healthy, of course, it just does so many things for you just in general. So eating healthy is just gonna put your body in the best position that it can be, smell-wise, physical-wise, all the above. Alrighty guys, so these are all the tips that I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have your own tips, then please make sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you like this video, then please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.